James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and today we're going to show you how to play Better Man by Little Big Town, which is written by Taylor Swift. Now, before we get started, I have to mention that we have a capo on the 3rd fret, so make sure you're on the 1, 2, 3rd fret. Get your capo on nice and snug. Make sure it's just beside the fret. And if you need any help with, say, using a capo or any of the basic stuff, like the chords in this song, they're pretty basic too, feel free to check out our ebook. There's a link down below in the description. That goes over all the foundational stuff, so if you need any help with that or you want to brush up on it, just check it out. And also, if you found you've been getting something out of our lessons, we'd be super grateful if you could help support us. It can be as simple as pressing the subscribe button or the thumbs up button down below. Or if you choose to download our ebook, you'll notice on that page there's a donate button and you can help us out that way too. Anyways, we're going to start out with the chords. So first we have a D chord. And then A. Then we have G, and that's all we need to play through the verse. Now, let's just strum through the verse. We're just going to do downstrokes only. We're not going to worry about anything. It's just so that we can figure out the order that we play the chords in. So it's a good chance to work on the switching if you need to do that. Anyways, we're going to start out on D, and we're just going to strum it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, then we switch to A, 2, 3, 4, switch to G, 2, 3, and we're going to stay on G, 1, 2, 3, 4, then we do it all again, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, switch to G, 2, 3, 4, we're staying on G, that's what that little percent sign thing means. And then from there, we move on to the pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus, really simple, just G, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, back to G, 2, 3, 4, and then we stay on G again. So before moving on, make sure that you can play that with downstrokes only, just like we did. Just downstrokes and counting. Really simple. And once you're comfortable with that, we can learn a strumming pattern. So for this one, we're just going to keep it really simple and go down, root, down, down, up. And the root is just the lowest note in a chord. And if you download our free ebook, there's a link down below. There's a page that shows you the roots of each of these chords, so no worries there. Anyways, it goes down, root, and then down, down, up. And when you put it together, you get down, root, down, down, up. Now, we're going to do that 2 times over each chord, and that's how we'll play through the verse and the pre-chorus. So let's just try that together now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So to play the chorus, we need to learn one more chord, and that's B minor. And B minor is a bar chord, which is kind of a difficult thing for some people, especially if you're just starting. You should definitely aspire to play bar chords sooner than you think you should. You know, it's something that's not that tough once you figure out that it's about technique more than just hand strength, but you do have to build up to it. Anyways, if you want to play this song, but you can't play a B minor bar chord, you can play something else that sounds very similar and will do the job just fine. It's a B minor 7 open chord. It sounds like this. And to play it, we'll start off on the 2nd string, so 1, 2, on the 3rd fret. And we're going to put our 3rd finger there. Then we're going to go on the next string, on the 3rd string, put our 2nd finger right there. We're going to skip one, leave it open, and then we're going to get our 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. So the notes should sound like this. And you don't want to play the low E string or the high E string. Just leave those ones alone. And that's what you end up with. So if it's a new chord for you, you should work on changing between the chord before it in the song and the chord after it. And as we learn the chorus, you'll see that we go from an A chord into B minor, and then we go from that B minor into a G. So we should practice switching from A to B minor. And that's a pretty easy switch if you look at it. All I did was slid up that finger and move that one. And that's it. So practice that a couple times. And the other one is from B minor to G. And once again, you can leave both these fingers down when you switch. So you just have to move this finger here, put this finger down. So it's worth it to practice switching from B minor to A and B minor to G. If it's a new chord to you and you want to get it perfectly nice, take a moment right now to do that. So aside from that B minor chord, it's pretty much the same deal as the verse and pre-chorus. We do our strumming pattern, down, root, down, down, up, 2 times on each chord, except at one part. So let's just walk through it really quickly. So we start off with our strumming pattern 2 times on a D chord. Then we switch to A. And now here, if you notice, the B minor only has 2 little rhythm slashes underneath it. It only has 2 beats. So we only have enough room for 1 strumming pattern on B minor. And then 1 strumming pattern on the A chord. And then we proceed as usual onto the G chord. And that's it for the chorus. We would just do that one more time. So I think we're ready to try this together now if you've practiced switching to that B minor chord a couple times. Anyways, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So the bridge is actually the most different part of the song. And what makes it different isn't the chords or the strumming pattern. It's exactly the same as before. What makes it different is the dynamics. You know, how it gets a lot softer in the bridge, there's a lot more space, and there's even a part where it slows down and the music stops for a bit. So let's just figure out how to tackle that. We start off on our G chord and we're just going to play it as usual, doing the strumming pattern 2 times. To A, back to G, 1 time on B minor, 1 time on A, back to G, and then we we just pause, and then we wait. And then the vocals come in. I wish you were a better man. And on the word better, that's when we start strumming on the first beat only and counting along. It goes like this. I wish you were a better man. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you just count in your head. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And only strum on beat 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. And now here we come up to the G chord, and this is where we start. So we started strumming on the G, and I did the first one really quiet, and the second time I did the strumming pattern, it was a bit louder, and it got a bit louder. We did it 4 times total, and we got slightly louder as we played it, and that got us ready to go into the next chorus. So that's how you play Better Man by Little Big Town, written by Taylor Swift. And if you need any help with the chords or the strumming pattern or any of that stuff, as you're putting together this song, if you find you need any help with the mechanics of it, please feel free to check out our ebook. There's a link down below. And please subscribe to this video, give us a thumbs up if you found it was really helpful. We'd really appreciate that. Otherwise, have fun practicing, and we'll see you next time.